So why is underspending on labor a victimless crime? A retailer that I had worked for where we implemented a workforce management solution, we were heading into our first holiday. And right off the bat, we had solved one of the biggest parts of our business case, which was we could prove we could write good schedules with this solution and that we could not overspend. Like, we were very compliant to budget and produced very good schedules. So we started moving into that holiday season and into the ramp up of business that is November and December. And our labor budgets grew and our schedules started to grow to meet that anticipated customer demand. But as we got deep into the season, what we realized wasn't growing was our actual labor spend. Instead, as our schedules got bigger and bigger, we started to realize that our labor didn't change, it didn't ramp up. There was always a really big gap, increasingly as we moved into holidays, an increasingly big gap between this is what we need to spend and this is what we are spending. And I remember, going through that and pulling my hair out going, why isn't this working? Why isn't this working? I mean, it's possible. It's possible to hire people and get them on the schedule and get them trained and get them in front of customers, but it's not happening. And I remember sitting down with a regional manager and saying, look, I know your stores. I know this store is a good operator. I know this store is a good operator. And they underspent and they underspent and they underspent in December. Why is this happening? And I remember him looking at me and saying, it's a victimless crime. He said, when have you ever been in trouble for underspending in labor? And it hit me, in all of the things that I was used to as a retail operator, he was right. Underspending on labor meant you saved the company money, right? Meant that you helped shareholders and you helped the company and probably you helped yourself, right? Because your incentive was probably in some way tied to the fact that you would not overspend. Really didn't care that much if you underspent. As I flash forward into the retailing of today, it's no longer a victimless crime. You can no longer find yourself in a place where the manager is running to get change and fill the shelves because they're the only person that knows what to do, and all of your partially trained staff are trying to help your customer. Like, when you think about your workforce as your brand and the experience you need to offer, underspending on labor is no longer a victimless crime. It could actually damage the brand in a way that it couldn't have done a few decades ago.